The craziest thing about waking up now is you think about so many things that you could have done, you would have done. You think about all the people that was there and then disappeared. You think about a lot of shit, grieving after death. It's just, it's crazy. It really is. It's a lonely experience. A lot of my family be talking shit at parties that I don't attend to anymore after my partner died. They be like, oh yeah, we be trying to reach out, but she don't answer her phone. Yo, you know what? Reaching out and making sure somebody good, making sure taking the extra initiative to show up for somebody is two different things. Okay? A phone call, yo, I'ma come and spend some time with you. Show up at my house and be like, hey girl, I got some food and some wine and some weed. Like, let's smoke, let's chill. Like, I'm just company. You know what I mean? That one text, oh, hey, cuz, thinking of you, hope all is well. Yo, keep that shit. That's not making sure somebody's good, checking in on somebody. That's doing the bare minimum, thinking you're doing something. Like, it is wild to me about the amount of people that do that and then get mad when I don't respond. Like, that's the funny part to me. Then my fiance had, his funeral was, we had to do it in a hall, like a wedding hall, because it was over 700 people, right? It was over 700 people, and they had Zoom, right? For people who couldn't make it. Where are they? It's sad because he valued his friendships so much, especially the ones that he grew up with, right? Since a little kid, that he used to call brothers and sisters because he was the only child. So he considered these people his brother and sister, right? There was times where he chose them over me. And it wasn't just times, it was a lot of times. He chose them over me because he figured their history ran longer than our history, right? Yo, nobody. I don't give a fuck if they didn't like me. If they don't like me and they didn't want to show up, they didn't want to deal with me, whatever. I don't give a fuck, because you know what? There's always two sides to the story, and then there's the third story, which is the truth. Okay? So, I don't give a fuck if they don't show up for me. I've been dealing with this and doing this shit my whole life. I don't give a fuck who show up for me, or who clapping for me, or who supporting me, or who like me and who don't. Yo, that's one thing about me. I'm a whole fucking Leo. I don't give a fuck. Two shits. Okay? The only thing I don't like very well is rejection. That's something that I don't like. I don't like people to reject me without knowing me or without giving me a chance. That shit bothers me a lot. And then it is what it is, though. But anyway, yo, his kids, I'ma say it again, his kids, nobody showing up for his kids. Nobody calling me like, yo, can I take him to my son's party? Yo, I'm taking my kids to the trampoline park. Can I pick up the baby? Yo, I'm going to a water park. I want to pick up the baby. Yo, nobody. When I tell you nobody. Yo, you know the only people that actually has been there for me is his crazy ass family in fucking Maryland that I created such a great bond with. They will always be my family. They fucking batshit crazy, but they my family. You know what I'm saying? I guess I'm drawn to crazy. But my thing is not his best friend, not his sister that he swore up and down was his heart. Nobody shows up for my son. Nobody calls and be like, yo, do you need anything for the baby? Is he good? Yo, I like to take the baby for a haircut. Yo, I want to buy the baby some sneakers. Yo, the baby got a coat for winter. Yo, nobody. Yo, nobody. This man lived for his friends and family. When I tell you this man lived for his friends and family, this man lived for his friends and family, yo. And not one person, not one fucking person in the whole state of fucking New Jersey, not even the grandparents. You hear me? You hear me? Do y'all hear me? The grandparents don't even show up for their kid, their grandkid. Like, it's wild to me. It's wild to me. And it's not me. Don't sit here and think that I was this mean person or I was this bitch that he couldn't do shit with. No, it was not like that, because I was the most chillest woman in the world. Matter of fact, I'ma say it, I was a great woman to him. You know, he had narcissistic ways. He got that shit from his mom. Okay? Then when I came into the picture, I made him become a man. A man. I made him become a man, okay? And he started stepping up to the plate doing man shit without his mama, right? And his mama hated me for that. Hated me for that. What woman, a mother, will hate another woman stepping up to the plate? First of all, his first two kids, mother was an addict. Okay, I stepped up to the plate. Yo, I was taking care of 5 children in the house. Okay, 5 children. I went from having 2 children to having 5 children. Okay, yo, I cooked 5 days a week. Okay, 5 days a week, every day, 5 days a week. Yo, the little girl hair was done every day for school. The little boy, made sure both of my boys had haircuts, because that's my son too. I don't consider them my stepchild. You know, his daughter got some issues that, you know, hopefully when she get older, we'll be able to work out. But I don't play that disrespectful shit. I put belt to ass, yo. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I put belt to ass. But I do got a problem with putting my hands on somebody else's child. I do. I don't feel comfortable doing it. I don't. Even with permission, I just don't feel comfortable doing it. I don't. I try to use another form of discipline. My kids, I put belt to ass. I don't give a fuck. Those are my kids. You know, that's the way I was disciplined. That's the way I discipline my children. I may be young, but I'm stern. You know, I don't play that shit. I don't play that disrespectful shit. My kids can't curse in front of me. My daughter 24 years old. And every time she shit slip out, she be like, oh, I'm sorry, Ma. Yeah. My kids can't curse in front of me. Nope. I don't even like going to the club with my daughter. I went to her 21st birthday. I threw it in the lounge. I bought like fucking 4 bottles for her. I bought out the whole VIP section. Yo, my daughter was good. I saw her getting a little too drunk. I left. She started dancing a little offbeat and I left. But that's not even the situation. The situation is that when I wake up and I take an hour drive to work, right? And I be just looking at the sky, looking at the sunrise. I be looking at all this shit, and my mind just starts wandering, starts thinking. And I think, like, what could I have done differently? And I don't think I could have done anything differently. I think I handled the situation the best I could. And I feel like that to this day, nobody still gives me the credit, the acknowledgement, and the respect that I deserve. You know, that's what it is. Nobody gives me that. You know, so I just hope and pray that I'm here for a very long time. That God gives me these blessings that I continue to receive. I hope that I recognize blessings that I don't think that are blessings, and they really blessings, you know? Because one thing for sure, two things for certain. Yo, God do not play about me. I don't know what it is. Me and him got a relationship that is father and daughter. I be mad at him. I tell him why I'm mad at him. And then he tells me, be still, my daughter. I'm getting emotional because he tells me, be still, my daughter. I will take care of it. And I get in anxiety, and I get into depression, and I don't know what it is, but I hear him. He tells me that he saved me from things I can't see. And I hear him. I don't need confirmation. I hear him. You know? And when I tell you that this has been a journey, that I can't explain. I can't. But I'm going to tell you this. Life goes on. Life goes on. Whether they there for you or not. Whether they cheer for you or not. Whether they call or not. Life still goes on. And that's the moral of the story. For real.